Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Serrano. If you're new to the crew, make sure you subscribe, get notified for more videos just like this. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. But today we're going to be talking about 50 tips and tricks for the Samsung Galaxy A32 LTE swipe down notifications on your device. So what you want to do is long press the screen right now and go into settings. Now after you go into settings, you're going to go into right here where it says this option right here where it says swipe down for your notification panel. So just go ahead, access that. So now actually when you swipe down from the screen right here, you can see that we get that notification panel. The second tip that you want to do is to change your option for your display, the refresh rate hertz. So you go to the display option and then you go to motion smoothness. Now if you want to save battery, you could put it on 60 hertz, which will actually reduce the refresh rate. Now another thing I like is that the phone has a QR code scanner setting built in. So when you go into your camera on this device, you're going to go into the settings option right here on the left, and it's going to have scanned for QR code. Okay, so now it's taking me to the web page right here, as you can see. Now another thing I like is that in the gallery, when you're using the gallery and you're in your pictures, basically what you can do is swipe and pinch with 2 fingers and make the thumbnails get smaller so you can actually, see them a little bit better. And you can also swipe to the left right here. And when you're in pictures, so let me show you, go to albums, you can go to camera, you could swipe to the left and it actually pulls up that little bar on the left so you could see your other different pictures here as well. You could check out different like folders and stuff like that. And then when you're done with the folders, you could swipe back to the right or the left like that, and it goes away. And then you could kind of just customize how you want the thumbnails to look. You can make them bigger or you can make them smaller. Another thing that's pretty cool that you can do is if you want to enter the full screen mode while you're watching YouTube, you could just swipe up and it enters that automatically like that. And if you want to exit the full screen mode, you swipe down and it goes back to the other mode. So I just think that's really cool. When you're using the device, you could easily get to, you could easily rotate the device based on your personal preference. So I think that's definitely something that's pretty cool as well. Now another thing I recommend doing is going into your messages, and if you are getting a number that keeps popping up randomly, what you can do is block it. So you basically got to go into your messages. And what you'll do is when you get into messages, you'll hit the 3 dots and you'll choose blocked and spam right here. And there's 3 more dots at the top. So you can just block content. When you hit that, then this is where you would go ahead and add the number or block private and unknown numbers as well. And now another thing I really like to do is add contacts on my phone. Let's say you want to add a contact to your phone. What you have to do is hold the icon and it says right here, create a contact on the. Now another thing that's cool is let's say you had some Bluetooth headphones that you wanted to pair onto this device. You could connect to the Dolby Atmos, which is right here. You can see right there, it doesn't let you do it unless you're paired to some Bluetooth headphones. So what you would do is turn on the headphones, go into Bluetooth right here. You could actually go ahead and pair the headphones once it's shared as Q5. So now that these are paired to the device, what I'm going to go ahead and do is wait for that to, there you go, pair up. So now I can actually go into Dolby Atmos right over here, and this thing you can see is now activated. So now I can hit that, and what it does is allow me to do auto, movie, music, or voice. But you can customize it depending on which one you want. Another thing that's pretty cool is if you go into settings and you go to the option where it gives you the keyboard and you go into Samsung keyboard settings, what you can do is go to typing options, more options. So you can see right here, you could go to swiping, and what you want to do is activate keyboard swipe controls, because automatically those are turned off. So now you can see the lines coming on the screen when I'm typing. Another thing you can do when you're inside of the Samsung keyboard options, when you're in the keyboard settings, so you just go to general keyboard settings, Samsung keyboard settings. What you want to do is turn on suggest stickers while typing. You could even turn on predictive text, but you click here, more options right here, more typing options, and you want to click double tap the space bar to do a period. So I think that's actually pretty cool. And you could even do multi-language text prediction as well. So if you're going to be speaking another language, English and Spanish, you can definitely do that too. Another thing I like is the tap to lock, which can be found in advanced features right here on the top. Hit that button, and then you're going to see that once we go into motion and gestures, you're going to be able to get the double tap to turn on the screen, double tap to turn off the screen, lift to wake as well on here, as well as keep typing while viewing, it'll keep typing while you're looking at the front facing camera. Keep screen on while viewing, my bad. And then it'll alert you when you pick up. Your phone will vibrate after you pick up a missed call or message. You also do get the palm swipe to capture the edge of your screen. So if you swipe the edge of this edge of your screen, it'll take a screenshot. So you could also just hit the power button and the bottom volume rocker as well. Let me see. You hit those real quick and you take another screenshot. Another thing that's cool is you could swipe up and long hold something right here, and you get this lock app feature. So you'll see like a little lock pop up. So now you can't close the app. In addition to that, you could also go into that as well. And they have a pop-up view where it'll hover over the top of the screen, and you could kind of make that bigger, make that smaller as well. And you could still use the background app, so that you could still use the apps in the background as well, but the one over top of it. So you see what I'm saying? Then when you're done with it, you could just swipe back. Another thing that's cool is the widgets that they have that I like. So they have the Samsung Galaxy Buds app, Buds Pro widget right here. So if you have those, you can see the battery percentage on your phone right here through the widget. So you could just make that, save that on as a widget right there. So whenever you connect them, you could see that on the back. You're going to be able to see that we have a Samsung Health widget, which is kind of cool because what that does is it enables you to track your health and things of that nature. So you could actually track your steps right here. If you have you could track your steps, because this thing will automatically do that for the health. You also do have a reminder widget as well, which I think is kind of cool right here. So you can remind yourself to do like little shopping cart. Like I like this for like grocery lists and things like that. So you can remind yourself to, take out the trash, things that you would normally probably forget to do. Another thing is awesome on this device is the fact that you can change the theme. So right here, just long hold the screen and go to themes right here inside of it. And that's going to be pretty much popping up as an app. And you can pretty much see that a lot of this stuff is paid to get into, but they still have some free stuff on here as well. So you could definitely customize one with your phone with one of these themed apps. Some of them are free on here, some of them are paid, but you could kind of like play with it to your heart's content. And you could also download the Google Rewards app, which will give you free money just for taking surveys. So if you see something that you think is cool, just go ahead, hit download, and then you can just download the theme. This is the metallic one. So it's probably going to take a little bit of time to download right here, but it's setting that up. All right, guys, so this is my new phone with the icons and everything like that. You can see this is how the icons look. So just to let you know, this is how it would look. Let me swipe down so I could show you my notifications, and that's how those look. So another thing you can do is that when your phone is locked, you can actually swipe left right here, And let me show you. So you swipe left and you can get to this other screen, which gives you dynamic lock screen. Right here, you could go to the desserts, which I'm gonna activate right now. So now whenever I lock my screen, it'll give me different desserts see a different dessert pop up every time. And you could do that for animals, cats, pets, things of that nature as well. Another thing you want to do is tap the time button on the lock screen, and you'll see that you have the option for these little shortcuts on your home screen. So what you want to do is hit settings right here, and then you'll be able to add like the weather on there. You'll be able to add a schedule and your digital well-being on there, and you could always reorder them. It could also show up on your always on display as well. The date, you're gonna see your digital well-being, all of that appear now on the home screen, which is kind of cool. Another thing that you want to do is unlock the phone and go into advanced features inside of settings. So once you get to settings, you're gonna go to this advanced features inside of it and click the side key option. The side key is really cool because you can customize the button right here for the double press. So if you want to make the double press be a certain app, you can make it a certain app right here. It does give you that ability. You could just make that the flashlight. So for instance, if I go ahead and I could do that now, double press this button, 1, 2, now the flashlight turns on instead of the camera. So I think that's pretty cool because the camera button you could already turn on right here. I'm gonna swipe the panel. Let me see. So there you go. So now it just opens that right up. Another thing that's pretty cool with this device is the feature that I like, which is also going to be the one-handed mode. So let me just try that real quick. You would go into advanced features again. And once you get into advanced features, you're going to go into the one-handed mode. You just hit that right there. And the way it works is if you're inside of an app, let's just go to an app right here, like YouTube or something like that. You could swipe down on the screen and it's going to show you a smaller window on your phone, and you could use the phone with one hand and move that on. If you're a lefty, you could put it on the left side. If you're right-handed, you could put it on the right side, but it helps you with the one-handed operation of your device, so you can still use it with one hand. It's a little bit laggy, but you know, it still works perfectly fine as well. Another thing is if you have another Samsung device, what you can do is go to advanced features and call on text on something like a tablet or something. So you would have to connect right here through your watch, tablet, or speakers using this phone's number and mobile plan. And then once you do that, all you have to do is allow Bixby to text the other devices right here. And then you basically can manage your apps, your messages and things like that on the other phone. So I think that's pretty cool, and you could definitely add more devices to it as well. One more cool feature is the privacy app. So what you want to do is actually go into your phone's privacy setting right here and actually turn off this feature right here where it says ads, because you don't want those personalized ads popping up. So you would opt out of the personalized ads where it builds profiles and shows your personalized ad information. So just remove that. Now, another thing you want to do is go into accessibility and go into advanced settings inside of accessibility. So you're going to see that option right down here below. And then what you want to do is go into flash notifications, because now you can get a camera flash or a screen flash whenever you get a notification. So it'll flash on the screen and it'll flash on the back of the phone whenever you get like a notification. So I think that's kind of cool as well. I notice a lot of people who are like, older will need this feature as well, because a lot of the times the screen is too small to read. So just go into accessibility. And then what you want to do is go into visual enhancements. And basically you can actually remove animations so that the phone seems snappier. but you want to also go into screen zoom right here and turn this up like 2 or 3 notches to your personal preference. You could keep it in the middle right there. I noticed a lot of the older people I know have that thing up so they could read the words a lot better and the text on the phone, so everything just kind of pops out more and you could kind of read everything a lot easier on the screen as well. Now, another thing that you would be able to do on this device is go into your option where you have into the camera. You want to actually activate these features. So go into settings and you're going to see a couple of cool features here. The first one is to do a selfie with your palm. So you could do that. It says right here, use wide angles for selfies. So you can see right here, we also do have shooting methods. So you want to actually see right here, show palm, and then take a picture. You could actually use your palm, or you could do a floating shutter button on the screen that you can move anywhere on the screen, which is cool. You also do have this watermark, which will show up when you take a photo. So you can get rid of that as well. You change the buttons. You also want to tag location as well. Keep settings will keep settings at the previous setting you were using before. And when you hit this button, you can use the keys to zoom. So I like to do that when I'm taking photos. You could hit the volume keys and it'll zoom in instead of taking a photo now to the desired point of reference. Camera does have is a auto HDR. So if it's a little dark, there will be like a auto HDR setting right here. So you can actually make your pictures pop by capturing more detail in bright and in dark areas of your shots. But another thing I like is that when you go into video now, you want to go into settings and make sure that you have stabilization turned on. So you can see that right here we do have video stabilization. Make sure that you have that turned on so that the phone footage comes out a lot more smooth as well. Now, another thing I wanted to show you in the camera is this feature called AR zone. So basically that's going to be like your AR emojis. So what you want to do is go into, more right here, and then go into the top where it says AR zone. You're going to be able to customize your own AR emoji doodle on the phone while you're taking pictures, and you could have these cool deco pics as well. So that gives you a lot of options to customize and doodle on the screens. Once you just move the phone around a little bit, you can play around with some of the AR emojis inside of the real world. I think that's something that's really fun to play with. Now, there are a few ways to save battery life on the Samsung Galaxy A32. Let me see, the face didn't work, so let me try the backup, which is the fingerprint. The thing you want to do to save battery is to go into the settings right here, and what you want to do is find power savings mode inside of battery and device care right here. So you can go ahead and optimize the battery just by checking for viruses, background apps, things like that. That's really quick. But you could also hit battery and go into the power savings mode. So you have more options here where you could do adaptive battery, show the battery percentage, as well as show charging information, and keep it so it has fast charge at all times. And then you have the power savings mode where it will limit background activity on the device. So you have a lot of cool modes to help you with the device care and battery situation on here. Now, another thing that you want to check out is lock screen. We have a lot of cool things in there. We have always on display right here. So you can actually show that for 10 seconds, show always on, or schedule it to be on. And you can change the clock style of your always on display. And you can add different GIFs to your always on display. So you could choose a picture from your gallery and put it on your always on display as well. You know what I'm saying? You could put, X there, right there. You could always crop the picture the way you want it to fit into the thumbnail right there. So if I was to put his face right here, you know what I mean? It would show up right there, then just hit done. And, it would show up there. You could always put music information on there as well, on the always on display, which I like to see And screen orientation, you can do portrait or landscape as well. But you have all those options. Then what you want to do in the lock screen is put your contact information. So you might put your name or your phone number. I just put my name right there, cbutler, and then that's pretty cool. So I like to have those settings activated when I'm inside of my lock screen. But there's also another thing in here called smart lock, which will recognize you when the phone is in motion or when you have it on you. So it's called on body detection. So you just want to turn that on, because I think it's going to help with the locking and security of this device. Something that's pretty cool still. So, a lot of cool security features on here as well. Another thing the lock screen gives you is shortcuts. So you could change it from the camera and phone. If you want that to be another app, you can choose from the list of apps that it does have. You can see I removed the animation, so you don't see that anymore. But you could change it to 2 apps, the phone or the camera, or any other 2 apps as well, which is kind of cool. Now, if you want the phone to rotate in landscape mode while you're using it, you have that option by holding the holding the home screen for 3 seconds, and then hitting the settings option, and then just go ahead and go down and then hit rotate to landscape. So it should rotate whenever you're in an app, or whenever you're just using the phone like this, you will see it rotate. So you will get that option right here, as you can see. So you could use it in this mode sideways. A lot of people like to just use it this way. They don't want to use it vertically. So you could do that at any point in time. It lets you do that. So I think that's kind of cool as well. Another feature I really like on here is the split screen option. And what split screen will do is it's basically going to allow you to use 2 different apps at one time. So what I did notice is you have to swipe up right here, and you could choose between different apps, but you have to long hold that button and then open up split screen like that. So it's gonna now open up this other panel right here from the side. You could use your edge panel. So now I could swipe YouTube down right there, and that's really cool. So you could kind of use your edge panel to enter the split screen option, which is something that I really like. So like I said, you're gonna have this edge panel on the side, and you could definitely use that. In order to get to the edge panel, what you would have to do is go into your advanced settings one more time. So go into your display, and after you're inside of display, what you want to do is just go down to the bottom. You're going to activate edge panel right here into display. Click that, and then you're going to see that it's on right now. So basically you can choose the apps that are inside of here. You could choose as many edge panels. You could choose one for weather, tasks, tools, reminders, clipboard, widgets. I downloaded a few of these. I downloaded the widgets one, and I downloaded the weather one, I think. And if you want to download more, you can go into the gallery store down there. But they will show up here on the side. It's just that I have this theme on here that's not letting me get to the edge panel, so I have to go back into my regular theme to use the edge panel again. Alright, so the edge panel is cool because you could quickly get to different apps with it, or access the split screen window with it. You just by holding something and dragging it up, and easily like splitting the screen with that edge panel thing. So it's definitely helpful to have that there. But the only thing is that when you're in gestures, a lot of the times it doesn't, it's not capturing that, because I'm swiping, and it's thinking that I want to go back. So just keep that in mind. So what you could do is go into display and change it back to the buttons. So just go right here, you'll have the nav bar, and you could change it to buttons right here, so that it won't run into that issue anymore. But you'd actually have to hit a physical button now. And sometimes it will just have a mistouch, but you do have a game launcher right here I want to talk about, and this will launch your games also right here from this screen. You get a library of games to choose from. You get settings where you can sort the games, you know, which is pretty cool. So I do like that. It also does display the daily play time. You have suggested games, trending games, instant games. It'll track your stats and things like that. So I think that's something that's pretty cool as well. Another thing that you want to do is go into your display settings here on the phone. And what you want to do is go to accidental touches, turn those off so you can prevent accidental touches on your device. And you know what I'm saying, when it's in your pocket or in your phone, your case, it's not gonna touch buttons on there as well. And then you go into accessibility on here. So after you go into accessibility, what you're gonna do is go into the live transcript mode. It's gonna be here, but they actually have a new version here available. So I think that's pretty cool. But what you wanna do is go into advanced settings right here. And then you have a few options inside of here. The one that I wanna talk about is live transcript. So it has to do with right here. You're gonna go inside of the live transcript feature. So that's gonna be found in, let me just see. So you're gonna click the option where it says install services, and right here we have the live transcript feature. So you can actually turn that on, and whenever you start to speak, it shows speech and text on your phone, on your screen, so you could read that. So it has that option right out of the gun, which I think is pretty cool. So here it is all in one spot. You could have live caption as well right here. So you could turn that on your phone, and you could have the live caption mode directly on it, and you could hide profanity as well, but you could always control that from here. You could also make the live caption and volume controls as well. So when you touch that, you could see the different options here and go into settings, and you'll see all that right here. So that's how you would know where everything is at, is in the hearing and enhancements right there. So live caption and live transcript as well. Another thing I like using is the Samsung Galaxy Notes app for like creating notes on here, but they also allow you to add PDFs from your device. So if you have PDFs, you can add those directly import those directly to the Samsung Notes app, which is kind of cool from your phone. So I definitely think that's helpful. You could also write on top of text, skip to the right spot when you record audio in a note now. So they give you the option to record audio in here, which is pretty crazy. You just hit this button and you can do an audio file or a voice recording. You can import a audio file or a voice recording inside of here. So right here you can see it's gonna start recording, so you could just hit stop. But the voice audio will be recorded here, and you can jump to wherever you were based on what sentence you're looking at. So I think that's something that's pretty cool. But this is 50 tips and tricks with the Samsung Galaxy A32 LTE. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you found this video helpful in any way possible, let me know. But as a bonus tip, I always show you guys how to leave the messages on unread. So what you want to do is go into your settings here for your phone and go to the chat features and settings. So just go to chat feature at the top, and what you want to do is disable enabled chat feature and read receipts and typing indicators, so that the person that is receiving the message won't be able to see when you've read the message when you're typing and things like that. But hopefully you did find this video helpful. This is the tips and tricks for the A32, and I'll get right back with you later, crew. Peace.